And hello everybody, this is Oldtoby back in the world of Crucial, the Modpack by Vasky. This is episode 23, I think. Do I have my bed with me? I don't think I do. It's raining. Where did I put my bed? Oh, I put it out here. I've done some work. Let's go sleep. I started working on the Outpost here, as you can see. Let me sleep. Hopefully I won't die. Sorry, I just spawned in. So it should be safe. Yeah. Okay, let this night go away. Let me not die. Because I don't want to be whisked back too far away. Okay, so this is basically like the outline for the Outpost itself. I may or may not make this... I think I'm just going to do one big room. Kind of like... I mean, I don't know what else to do. I thought about making this like some kind of fence and then putting a building inside. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to make it one big room and store stuff in here and have things available. I'll plant some crops and stuff by the side. But I've got these half slabs here, which make it look like it's on a raised... I figured since we're in a swamp, we wouldn't want to be ground level. We would want to be raised. Because you figure that if there's going to be any... I thought I saw something over there. If there's going to be rain and stuff in a swamp... Oh, that sound every time gets me. It would flood a little bit, right? So I figure being up a little bit makes sense, at least how it's going to be. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these blocks here, which are pretty easy to do. I'm using those cool... I was looking at different types of stone. Earthworks logs, because they look better. And I'm just going to have the floor go across, probably down one. Maybe not, maybe we'll keep it even and just light it well. But I'm going to use these stripped logs here like so. They're like, it's like a carved stripped plank, and it looks great. And then have probably logs there stretching across, because I think it's kind of an odd 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 10 across, so I'm doing 4, 1, 2, and 4. And I think that'll work all the way around. I'm not sure where I'm going to put the door. It all kind of depends on what I do with these trees, if I keep them here or remove them, where I put the crops, all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of waiting for these trees to grow a little bit. I've got 3 more, I think, that have to grow. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do some more work on this. And then after that, I've been thinking, which is dangerous, the shortest distance for me to travel... I forgot I planted these two. Yeah, so I do have a little bit going. The shortest distance for me to travel is going to be in the Nether. I don't want to die here. I was just looking around to see. The distance, if I look in the atlas, above ground is ridiculous. So there's me now. Look at this. This is me scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. There it is. Look at how far that is. And that's all of the area that I explored around there. So I'm pretty sure that I'm outside of the 4,000 by 4,000. If not, I'm right on the edge. So the distance to travel in the overworld is ridiculous. I think at some point I may do it, just travel back and see what the world looks like. Maybe I'll find some cool stuff. But unfortunately, the quickest way to do it's going to be through the Nether. So I think what I'll do, and I may do it on a stream, but I'm probably not going to record it because it's going to be ultra tedious, is basically build stairs up to the top in the Nether and then just dig a 2x2, or maybe, and this is the other reason why I was hunting for stonelings, is so I can get a hammer that'll do a 3x3 space. Do a 3x3 tunnel all the way to the Pigman Pigtesticate? The Pigman village. So that it'll be easier to travel. And if I do 3x3, I think I would be able to take I could bring a horse through. So I'd have a horse in the Nether available for that long trek. Or, you know, heck, even try and do something with a rail cart system, which I always have these great intentions of doing stuff like this, but I think in order to make this actually useful, I'm going to have to be able to travel that distance quickly, because going overworld is not the way to do it. And the Nether is going to be a pain, but much easier to traverse. Because we have a plan. I'm scared of going in there. We have a plan at the spawn at the original base. Going through that portal, of flattening that spot out so that we can get some nether skeleton spawning. And when we do that, I'm just going to collect these now. When we do that, we'll actually have a larger base in the Nether, and then I can just kind of piggyback on that and go up and make a safe area to travel through the Nether. Am I repeating myself, or am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Because I can't imagine taking this journey over and over and over the way I got there initially through the Nether. Going on a boat and doing all this stuff every time would just be such a hassle. So no, we're going to have to find a way to make it easier, and I think that's going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to make these take these down real quick. We'll kind of get an idea of what the walls are going to look like in our new spot. Oh, there were 4 of them. Let me replant these because I have to use all of this. I'm trying to make as little of an impact in this area as possible. That's why I just cleared out the ground and started building here, because I don't want to remove a huge amount of trees. I took like maybe 2 or 3 out here. Excuse me, but I love having all the stuff looking as natural as possible. So let me take a look. So the way that you make these things, and I can put in some glass as well, is you make slabs. You take these slabs and do them in a 2x2 like that, and you get these carved oak wood. And this is what I used around the thing going down to where my portal is at the other base. So you lose a little bit, but you gain some of this as well. So 2, 3, oops. So it'll be 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they should all match. And then my thought is to go ahead and put, let's see, I've got some of these, is to go ahead and put these 1, 2, and we'll even remove this. Oops. I dug that out, really? I didn't mean to do that. And we'll have those going up, so those will be supports in the middle. I thought about putting glass there, but I don't want to. I want it to look like it's a sturdy wall, and I think we'll get that. So let me go ahead and make 1, 2, 3, 4. Make a bunch of planks. Make a bunch of those. That's nice. So to make those logs, we do that. We don't lose anything. We just end up with a bunch of them, like so. I think that looks alright. And it kind of goes around, too, along the outside. It's got an edge, which I may include another one, a little that goes one further on the outside. The idea is to keep spiders from crawling up, too. Do I have a bunch? I do. I have more of those, so let me go ahead and make a couple more. Let's get this out of the way. So if we go along the edge, especially here along the back, just like so. Up. Why I suddenly felt like there was something there. Okay. So we'll now have this edge along the outside that looks a little bit better. That's noticeable outside but not inside. I think that's awesome. Do I have a bunch of... Yes. Okay, so I feel better because of, oops, I feel like I have a plan here. Oh man, come on. I feel like I have a plan here. I don't know if you could tell, but last episode I felt a little lost, like I was not quite sure what it was that, what my next goal would be. But now I feel like I have one. And I'm pretty excited about that. Do I need to sleep again? That sound, man, whatever it is, it's like the sound of a crocodile or something. Ooh, eat, friend. Come on, it's like nighttime. We got stars everywhere. It's the sky is purpley blue. There we go. Now, okay. It's that shift that I miss. It's very oh, it started raining for a bit. It's very easy to miss. What? Okay, so it's got a little bit of an edge. I'll actually probably need to make some torches. Let's do that. Oh no! What I'm going to do is make. If I have enough iron, I'll put iron stuff, iron lanterns around the outside. That'll be my eventual goal. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go through and finish this. Then I will bring you guys back when I have a little bit more done. And then we'll decide kind of what it is we need to do next. I think I'll probably need to plant a little bit of a farm. More than what I've got. And I might require some help in figuring out exactly what we want to do for doors into this place. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. There we go. 1, 2, and then we take these two out. I'm gonna have to harvest some more trees because I'm running through this wood really quickly. That was predominantly just to make me feel a little bit more safe as I was sleeping in the middle of an open field, basically. So I think you're seeing the idea here. Okay, I will catch you guys in a bit.
A few moments later.
Alright, I have done a bit of building here. I'll show you. I've completed the stuff. I put a floor in, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So now it's a 3-wide half slab along the top. So we have an edge here and then an edge on the inside. We've got the flooring in, which I did kind of a diagonal and then double wide pathway using this biz. The vertical slabs here because they do face another direction, which I kind of like. It's weird, but it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's noticeable. And then I'm using half slabs here. So this is all on the top of a block, so we have to make sure this is lit very well. We'll probably have lanterns hanging down. So we have this completed. I took out lots of trees. I actually went over there and took a chunk down and then replanted them. So then took out this twice, that group that I'm growing. I extended that up by 2 more blocks, I think, and then we're going to have just a flat roof come off of that. So this is a half slab up, right? So nothing will spawn there, and then we'll kind of work our way up. We'll probably do stairs around and then do more half slabs to get up to this top. But I think it works, and one of these I'll take out. This will be an entrance here, and then this will be the main entrance here. It's kind of off to the side. I'll probably make a path that cuts through here that goes towards this. And eventually I'll kind of clean up that as well, which I did a little bit. But now it's just completely functional. I'll probably design something a little bit better. But I'll make a little path that goes back through here, stairs that go up into this, and doors that lead into this area where we'll put storage and all that stuff that we'll need for this area. So I think it looks kind of cool. I'll probably cut out here again and slap a roof on. And then we'll come back and decide what to do next over here. Alright, hold on, kids.
A few moments later.
And welcome back, everybody. This is Oldtoby. I'm doing like a new video intro because that's what it feels like. Those first two videos, little clips that were in this episode, were from a while ago before I injured my wrist. My wrist is now fine, just a tiny bit sore. Everything's good. It was such an odd thing, but since I had that week off, I ended up doing some work, kids. I was going to live stream it, and I even talked about it, I think, in the video. But I ended up not doing that. Which I'm getting some weird lag spikes. Let me reset this down here. I don't need to have more than 60. Back to game. Okay, so I went ahead and I have completed the roof. I think it looks kind of cool. It's kind of a neat design, I think. It kind of drops down a little bit there, and I think it looks kind of cool. So we do have a roof here. It's kind of an open. My thought would be eventually we would get rid of this thing, depending on how often we... Oops, this is something I got to work on. I got to change that. I hate that. Eventually, if we do end up coming back here quite a bit, which we may or may not, it was just kind of a... I didn't have a choice but to try and go through. We may make this like a big fire pit so that this will be like an open area, and that was kind of my thought for having these ventilation bits, so that the smoke would have someplace to go, you know, visually, not that it would happen that way in game. So I have gone through and I have done the work, my friends. I have made a walkway all the way from in the Nether, from this point all the way back to my other base. I used every bit of stone that I had, except for these three here, and maybe a few back at the other base. This is just a bit of the netherrack that I collected. There's more inside the Nether. I've collected the things that are important. That I'm going to leave that here just in case. Oh, and I meant to grab that too. I guess I don't need flint. I'm bringing all the things back that are important to the other place, and I'm leaving some stuff here. Ooh, another warp block. I should probably bring this. But what do I want to leave behind? No, I can leave this behind. I'll take that with me. Okay. Make sure I don't have anything in here. Yes. So I'm going to show you kind of what I've been doing over the past couple days. Is I would come down here. Oop, close. I was working on the. It's a three block single wide tunnel going up into the ceiling and leading all the way there, and then coming down. So I put slabs on the floor so that nothing would spawn, and then if I had to go up or down at all, I would either use a slab on the lower half of the block or a stair so that nothing would spawn. So I would dig as far as I could, make like 9 iron, not iron picks, I did do iron picks once, 9 stone picks, and dig as far as I could, using up the stuff, and then come back here, make some more, dig out more. So I did find some diamonds. I mean, I have 28 that I've located here. You know, my coal's gone up. I used most of the iron, but so I would dig as far as I could. I mean, I figured I needed to mine anyways, because you can always use more stuff. That actually goes into lava, which having this armor is so good. Lava is just not an issue. You basically just swim around in it. It's wonderful. So I'm going to show you the walk. And I'll probably speed it up and do some kind of fun thing, but I timed it last night when I was, I just wanted to see how long of a distance it is. I did plant and extend this a little bit. And it is almost 10 minutes. It's a little bit over 10 minutes of just straight running in this tunnel to get back to the other spot. And I'm sorry, the game sounds are probably really loud. Once I did have a pig villager get back and come back to the other place, but it's up this way. So the other thing I did is, oh, I can't. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Put a block down. I'll put a block of quartz. A pigman villager, just sometimes there's a guy who usually hangs out right here, that's probably him, who just zips around the corner and shoots towards the portal. But I went through and blocked it off too high, put a little roof here, just because every once in a while when I was in here, something would try and run across that little bridge from the frost biome and take out these guys. I was afraid to get hurt, so it's blocked in a little bit. Okay, so do I have enough food? I do have enough food. Okay. I'm going to eat a little bit. We're going to go up, and then I'm going to make the run, and I'll speed it up. And if I can, I'll put a little timer in the corner. I may or may not be able to do that. But just to show you exactly how fast, how long this thing is. It's pretty crazy. So it goes straight. Let me show you on in the atlas, which I'll keep up. It goes straight all the way and then turns towards the nether portal. So it's pretty crazy. Oops. Oh, let's get rid of that. Oh, come on. Center on me. I'll leave it big so you can kind of see. So this is where we are. Yeah, nuts. Why does it show 2? It shows a couple. Okay, keep it centered on me. Alright. Alright, here we go. Oh, sometimes while I'm doing it, I may go into C like this with Optifine to kind of recenter myself. I found that that's a way to keep myself running and make sure that I'm in the middle of the run. Okay, here we go. I did want to stop here and mention something. This is along the way. I noticed as I was traveling, cutting through all this stuff, ridiculous, yeah, that I was in something called icy. There was an icy nether rack, which is part of that icy biome. So I dug down here a little bit, and it turns out that below us, I don't know if you can see that, you can't quite tell, but oh, there it is. There's icy. There's one of the frost biomes. So it must have been below me or way above me as I was on the lake. That's my thought. Oops, so I have to jump to get back up there. So I put this here just to kind of maybe eventually build a way down, but or not. So let's continue. Here we go. Whew, and there we are. Can you believe that? The length. The length, I say. Look at that. It's crazy. That's where it turns. And then we go down. And this was great to be back here because I had all that cobble at the other base because I was totally out. So I've built this up a little bit. I have these little windows to peek out because we have those spin out things happening all the time over here. Extra doors. And then just in case anything spawned in here, which I don't think it will, I've put these down. So we have it. But can you believe... did I have a little bit in there too. The ridiculous length of that run. It's insanity con carne. That's right. Insanity with meat. So we're going to... run up here. It's so nice to be back. One thing, and then this is something that happened. You know the book I had on here, I had Smite. I've actually put sharpness in there just for the heck of it. Just to get rid of it. Because it was causing an issue. And I will show you what that issue is. So we have a bunch of ender pearls now, which is really awesome. We have more coal than we ever need. We have a bunch of stuff. We have a bunch of... there's that nether rime crystal, which we'll have to look for. Spider eggs, much more. We have 6 blocks of diamond. We got a bunch of emeralds for that's more trading, more stuff, more biz, and more things. Let's put this in here. I need to re-enchant this thing. It's going to be too expensive, I bet. Oh, we got that frost stuff. Frost Fang, which, what do you use to make with that? Oh, you can make a trident. If I get another one and then find some prismarine, we can make ourselves a nice trident, which will be fantastic. Gas tier, this is all just extra biz. Where is just nether stuff, right? Isn't it around here? There it is. So we'll put nether stuff in there. Well, I'm going to keep this out. Remember that's there, boy. We got... want to make that withered stuff. That's another thing we're going to have to do is go back and... oh, I don't need... where did I... what was I putting extra armor? Yeah, in here. I'm going to put this stuff in here for now. Ah, perfect. If you hear some noises outside, it is because they are... picking up the recycling. Okay, so we have this. I'm okay with that. There's more food. Okay, and I'm just going to keep this stuff on. I may even enchant it, because I have some good enchants right now. Some good levels. But it's so nice. Alright, so here's what was happening. So I had that Smite book in here, and the Smite apparently was making the mobs that it would catch burn, and we had a fire. And it happened after I arrived, so it must have, luckily, it only did a little bit of damage, but it did kind of remove one of our supports over here, so I'm going to have to fix this. I found this the last time I was here, when I came back, and it cleared out a lot of the trees over here, so I've got some work to do. I'll probably do some replanting. Let's run upstairs. I don't think there's any significant damage upstairs, just the floor itself. Now, I did say that this was tedious. I think I used that word way too many times when I was doing the making the inn. And let me tell you that making the inn was a positive delight next to building that nether tunnel. And the thing is, I don't think I'm going to be done with it. I think eventually, so I just have to redo the floor. Eventually, once I get that hammer, when we do the end, we make this hawthorn paste. That's why I needed it. It was for that. I was wondering why I needed nether rime. I don't really need it for anything, except, I mean, it makes blue fire, but you make the big block, and you have diamond blocks, and this hawthorn paste that you get from the end. So I think we're getting close to the point where we might do a 3-man attack on the end. but we're not there yet. I did want to run over real quick. I don't want this episode to go too long. It's just nice to be back here. I want to run over and see if Hats has been busy. I haven't noticed a lot of people on the server right now, at least the past several days. They have both been taken with Borderlands 3 fever, which I do not have. I haven't purchased the game. I have Borderlands 2, I think. But I wanted to see. He put this in the last time. This has been here a while. I just wanted to see if he's done anything new. No, it looks pretty quiet. I don't think he's built a lot. Just a bit. This looks different. Yeah, so he's done a little bit. Let's go see if Exiron has done anything. I just like seeing... let's double check the villagers. Now that we have those emeralds, I'm kind of excited to do some trading and upgrade some tools. That's one of the things I love about playing on servers. I'm not seeing anything different over here. I just have a few villagers caught there. Yeah, we're good. Let's run over to Exiron's place and we'll see if he's started building anything. I don't think so, but I just want to make sure. Playing on a server, that's what to me is one of the delights. Like coming up over that hill and seeing that village that he had made was so much fun. And you just don't see that, obviously, when you're playing single player. That would be something that would be really, really cool to have somebody make a mod where not only does it introduce ruins, but you could have villages that grow. And I think Millionaire may do something like that, but I think you have to be a part of the interaction. But if there would be a way for a village that you have found to grow. Yeah, he hasn't done anything. He's just planted a bunch of trees. Okay. I think that'd be fantastic, personally. Alright, so that's a big load off of my back. I have to say, having that runway, even though it's a pain in the buttocks to make that run, it's there, it's safe. Oh, there's something going on down there. It's there, it's safe, and I can do it completely, almost manually. That's the idea. Once I get the hammer, we will go back and manually, of course, that's the only way to do it. We'll go through and put in maybe a rail system. We'll go 3 wide. We'll dig it out 3 wide all the way through. We'll put a rail system to the side, probably left and right, maybe one on either side. That'd be awesome. That'll run you down to the other spot. Now, the next thing that we're going to work on is probably returning back to that other base and finding some of that amethyst stuff and starting to unlock some of the really good trades with those pigman villagers. I just haven't done it. I wanted to be able to get back home and drop this stuff off. Another thing I want to do is I want to make for Hats a set of this armor, salamander armor, because it is awesome. And it kind of, you don't need those splash potions of the fire resistance anymore. All right, so thank you so much. I'm sorry again for the week of the hiatus while my injured wrist repaired itself, but I had to get. In a way, I think it was a bonus because I had extra time to go through and get that horrible, heinous job done. All right, thank you guys so much, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.